up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Outdoor Trac-Man here. Boom. First I want to show off my first mock-up of my new hoodie. I don't know if you can see that real well. Let's see here. Outdoor Trac-Man. That's the first mock-up. It ain't quite done yet. I'm going to meet my woman tomorrow to see if we can't get something a little better going on. This is just a screen print. We're going to finalize the actual color print. But anyways, that's not what today's video is about. Today's video is about something that everybody's been waiting on. It's almost here. This video would not be possible. I got the blessing from Mr. Jeff Peel himself. Couldn't thank him enough. It wouldn't be possible without him, without the rest of the Tactacam team, the beta team, Dylan, all those guys. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to do this. Without further ado, again, thank you, Mr. Jeff Peel, for giving me the blessing to go ahead and knock this out. Heading down to my Tactacam X testing area, one of my friends' hunting property. Great testing area. And I'm gonna show you the new Tactacam Reveal X. Let's go. All right, guys, here it is. The moment we've all been waiting for. The Tactacam Reveal X. It is an amazing camera. Simple, yet works just about flawlessly. I've had the pleasure, thanks to Mr. Jeff Peel, and I want to thank him personally, and the whole Tactacam staff, and the Tactacam beta program staff, Dylan, all those guys that were able to make this possible for me. I've been testing these out. I think I got my first one end of January, beginning of February. We started testing these out. And it's been amazing. I got my first one, like I said, end of January, beginning of February. I think it was right at the beginning of February I got my first one. And that was the first test camera. And then a few weeks after that, we were able to purchase them. So no, I didn't get all these for free. They didn't send them to me for free. I did have to pay for them. You know, in the beta program, we've been testing them, giving feedback, going through bugs, going through issues. So it's been an absolute pleasure. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been an amazing experience. And unfortunately, it's getting ready to end here in a couple weeks when this, well, actually less than a week, when this bad boy here gets released to the public. But like I said, thanks to Mr. Jeff Peel, he gave me his blessing to go ahead and give you guys this preview. And I'm gonna go over everything about this camera, all the settings, all the specs, the details, and you know, we can go from there. Let's dive into it, guys. So the first thing you'll notice is it just has this one latch. So when you pop that latch open, it's just a simple interface. And some guys, you know, I know are going to, you know, like the other one better with the full screen and all that stuff. But I think this is actually a much better design because you're not opening the whole face of the camera up like you was on the first gen. And that really allows it to have susceptible to, you know, water getting in, rain. You got that whole seal that you have to worry about around that whole face of that camera on the first one. And this one is just, you know, the only way rain can possibly get in this camera is if you do not have this antenna on tight. And when you know it's on tight, it does swivel, but the screw, as long as that's tight, water's not getting in this camera. You have your off, set up and on. You have your test. This is where you take your test picture when you set up, when you put it in setup mode. You have your eject. The batteries come down from the bottom. It does have the ports for a solar panel or auxiliary battery, like the other ones. The mounting point, and then it has the 1/4-inch screw in on the back and the 1/4-inch screw in on the bottom, which I really enjoy because I like using these multi camera stands because they really put it right at the exact angle. And that's going to be another important feature that I'm going to show you here in just a second. So you really want to pay attention to that and stick around for that, because this camera does something absolutely amazing. But these stands put it right at that 3.5 to 4 feet level height that they recommend. Now, you guys with bears and stuff, I understand you got to stick it up higher so they don't rip it apart. But they recommend 3.5 to 4 feet high, and that's about where these stands put them. And it's been, right there's my bait pile. It's exactly 12 yards from the camera to the bait pile. So let's dive into this a little deeper. So when you pop it in setup mode, turn it on, you see the status light, then you see the SD card light up, and then your batteries, and then your signal, just like the last one. It tells you how many signals, but then what is that? It's gonna be something special. I'm gonna show you guys in a minute, so you might want to stick around for that. And like I said, so you let this do its thing just like the other one. Boom, the bars have stopped, and now you can go ahead and do your test picture. Hit this button, I'll show you. You hit that, status light will flash. Then when it's finished flashing, that's when it has sent the picture, and that's when you get your notification on your phone when you get the picture. So let's dive in a little deeper to the settings, and I can show you some of the new settings. As of right now, I'm still running the beta app, so that's not fully polished yet. I think it's close. Like I said, we're about a week away from the camera launching, so I'm sure that new camera is going to, the new app is going to be released at the same time as the camera is. But let's jump into that.
All right, guys. So, like I said, keep in mind this is the beta app that I'm still running. It hasn't been fully polished yet, so some things may be different than what they're showing on here now. Like I said, this is the beta app that I'm still running. So hopefully, like I said, the camera launches on May 1st, this Saturday, and that new app should be ready to go by then. So just keep in mind while we go through these settings. All right, guys. So we got the camera mode, you got your photo, and the pic video, which is standard like the other one. Image size. Now we have 24, 12, and 8. They get stored to the card. Then the video size, we actually have full HD 1080p, then the 720. Then we have the video length. You can go all up to 56 minutes, I think. And then we have the multi-shot, the 1 pic, 2 pic, 3 pic. The second pic still is the one that gets sent to the phone. And then we have the multi-shot interval, I'm sorry. And then we have the night mode, same as the max balance or minimum blur. Then we have the battery type, obviously. And then we have the flash power, high or low. The camera delay, if you want to delay on it or not. Then we have the SD loop on or off, just like the regular camera. Settings check. Now, this is where it gets pretty cool. So instant check-in is when the next picture it takes, it will actually check to see if you have any settings changed, and it can check in the battery just like it would regular daily check-in. So if you have it set on instant, when it takes that very next picture of that deer or whatever you're scouting, it will actually check to see if you've made any settings change and change those settings to where you have it. So that's pretty awesome. Then you have your motion sensitivity 1 through 9. Again, is a great new update feature. And then check in picture, you have where every time the camera checks in, if you have it set on daily, it will actually send you like a full whiteout check-in picture. So those are the settings, guys.
So just a little insight, when I was testing this camera, when I first got it, when I was testing it up against the Generation 1, I had them both side by side, right here at my food plot. Pointing the same direction, same height, same, everything the same. Same batteries, same memory card, same exact settings, everything. This camera right here, for every, I don't know, say 50 pictures that the Generation 1 camera was getting, this camera, this one right here, was sending about 150. That to me blew my mind, that the sensor on this is so much better than the first gen. The first gen camera is an amazing camera. Don't get me wrong, I love them. I have a bunch of them. But this camera, when I first started testing it against the Generation 1, about every 50 pictures that the Generation 1 would send me, I would get about 150 out of this. And they're all animals. They weren't false images. They weren't random, night pictures. They were actually pictures of animals. And it would be the same exact time that my other camera wouldn't go off, this one would. So that is amazing, an improvement. That sensor is so much better. The camera is so much better. The IR is so much better. It still has the IR glow. So I know you guys were wanting the blackout. That isn't on this one. Might be something later on down the road that they have another one. I'm not sure. I don't know the insides of that. I'm not part of that team. All right, guys. So about that amazing feature, here it is. I'm gonna show it to you. See, if you come over here, that looks like Wi-Fi information. Well, it does have Wi-Fi. So if we slide this to setup, wait for the lights to start blinking, especially that blue light. All right, it's blinking. Now let's hop into settings real quick.
So what you want to do is hop in your Wi-Fi, pull up your Wi-Fi, your reveal will pop up. I'm obviously already connected to mine. You put your password that you see in the opening, of the face of the camera where it shows the password to the reveal. Connect to it. It will say no internet connection. That's perfectly fine. The camera does not actually put off Wi-Fi that you connect to, so that's what you want. Then what you want to do is go back and open up your Tactacam app. Then what you want to do is you click your little person down at the bottom and then click on Connect to Reveal X SK Wi-Fi. And I've slowed this part down just so you can see it transition. And I've kind of time to explain to it. And while this is loading up, it's not actually this slow when it's happening. But I just wanted to slow this part down so I can show it to you. Then once it finally connects, boom, you'll see that live view of the camera. Seeing that straight line that goes across the middle of the screen. Now I'm gonna ride out here on my track chair so you can see exactly what it looks like. And the great thing about this is amazing feature, guys, is you can make sure you have your line exactly where you need it to be for when the animal crosses. So like my track fab, I'm at my track fab, and like I said, I'm right about 13, 14 yards from the actual camera. And see, I'm exactly middle frame of the camera, and that's exactly where you want your animals to be. This is you don't have a guess anymore where you need your camera to line up. It's this is an amazing feature, guys.
There it was, guys. So what do you think? That was that new big feature. That's an amazing. That makes you know exactly where you need to be lined up at. That red line that comes across, that's exactly center frame. So you want your whatever you're tracking, whatever you're you know, whatever you're just watching for, you're scouting. You want that red line, whatever animal comes across there, to be directly in that middle box. That's what they were saying before. You know, when people were drawing pictures through the center of your picture, you want your animal to be exactly right there. There's no more guessing. There's no more, you know, keep taking test pictures to make sure you were lined up, standing out there, taking pictures. You know exactly where you need to be. And now, when you're ready to set it up to ready to go, you can hit your test picture. See your green status light start flashing. You'll get your notification when it's done flashing. Right about now, boom, I just got mine on my phone. Obviously, you can't see it. And I don't have great service here, guys. But this camera, it sends them like that. I mean, I think they say the timer is half a second, but I've recorded pictures within 0.2, 0.3 seconds of each other. So that it's a lot faster than what they claim. It's great. It's by far going to set the standard for the budget cellular cameras. Tactacam did an amazing job on this camera. Then when you're ready to go, flip it on, lock her up. There you go, guys. The Reveal X. What an amazing camera. Like I said, I cannot thank Tactacam, Mr. Jeff Peel, give me his blessing for doing this video. That means the world to me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, drop them down in the box. I'm telling you, when this camera drops on May 1st, you better believe they're going to sell out fast. That's a promise.
There's another thing I wanted to show you too, while I had it connected to Wi-Fi. This is my other camera. You can actually change settings live while you're connected to your while you're on Wi-Fi. Change settings on the fly, have them set where you want them. Now, this one I have actually set on video, and I'm going to show you some of those 1080p videos here in just a second. Also, I wanted to show you too, right below camera settings is where you format your SD card. So you just click on that, the box pops up, asks you if you want to format your card, say yes, boom, card is formatted. Now let me jump into these videos so I can show them to you. Another amazing feature, guys, if I don't have HD pictures, you go to your camera, hold down the picture, click HD, pops up, asks you if you want it. Now here's a couple examples. This is a non-HD version, okay? Non-HD, the regular thumbnail, and then here is the HD version. A lot more crisp, clean. You can zoom in, get finer detail. It's an amazing feature. And then also the ones that you do have HD, it shows you have the HD version.
All right, guys, we're back home. Tell me what you think. How many Tactacam Reveal X's are you guys going to get? Drop down in the comments, let me know. It's an amazing camera. All the new features, settings. You got the Wi-Fi. You've got the 24 megapixel still pics. You got the 1080p video. You saw the videos with even the sound recording that it does out of that trail camera is absolutely amazing. I can't believe it. I can't wait for this release. I can't wait for this drop. I'm going to try to snag me a few more. Again, I can't thank the Tactacam team enough, the beta team. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of this. It's been an amazing journey. I'm sad that it's ending. I want to thank, again, I know I've said it a few times, thank you, Mr. Jeff Peel, for letting me put this video out a little early to show everybody, give a little sneak peek of what this camera is capable of doing. I greatly appreciate it. Again, if you guys like what you watch, check out my other videos. I have a bunch of fishing videos, reviews of reels that I've tested out. I do videos of me in my track chair, going through woods, in my track fab, going through woods, going through swamps, all kinds of stuff, guys. Please like, subscribe, check out my other videos. Again, Outdoor Tracksman, I can't thank you enough. Follow me on Instagram. I do a lot of posts, pictures, videos, everything on there. Again, thank you again, Tactacam. Share your hunt. It's going to be amazing. All right, guys. Thank you again, Tactacam. Thank you, Mr. Jeff Peel. Outdoor Tracksman. Like, subscribe, share. Send this video out to as many friends as you can. We know this camera's gonna blow up. I want this video to touch everybody that is anticipating this camera. Let's blow this thing up, guys. Tactacam, thank you. Outdoor Tracksman.